And now a few other quick recommendations, bonus materials, so to say. Viktor Martinovich, Revolution. Revolution in Belarus. We see the population take to the streets of Minsk, hoping for freedom and self-empowerment through fair elections. Revolution by Viktor Martinovich, we read about a hero who is half seduced, half blackmailed by the mafia-like autocratic circles of power. When he is supposed to also renounce his great love for the sake of dear power, he forges a subversive plan. External resistance is futile, so he decides to overturn the system from within. A deal with the devil. And this devil doesn't sit anywhere else than in your own heart. Alexi Ivanov, 12 novels, 5 of them already in the cinemas. Another 5 are being filmed right now. Historical adventures, mystery thrillers, contemporary novels, a wide range of genres. But in every single book, a density of sights and sounds. His worlds feel vivid, hefty, utterly believable. There's flesh and bone and wood and stone and blood woven into a rich tapestry. And just one layer underneath, there is a theme that runs through all books. Ivanov is always about times of upheaval, turning points in the history of Russia, moments of crossing borders and drawing new borders, geographically, culturally, and of course, between people. And last but not least, 3 narrative nonfiction titles. Olga Gromova, Sugar Child. Flight and displacement, prison camp, hunger, poverty, humiliation, the misery of the Stalin era. How does a mother raise her little daughter under such adverse circumstances? How does a person manage to remain human in such inhuman times? Almost a whole human life had to pass before Stella, as a very old woman, began to tell about her own childhood to a neighbor who looked after her. And then, with the help of this neighbor, the author Olga Gromova, Stella put her life story on paper. Sugar Child is in every sense a miracle, as Ludmila Ulitskaya notes in her foreword to this book. Pavel Barzinski, Look at Me, The Secret Life of Liza Diakonova. She was naked and she was dead. The very first female Russian student at the law faculty of the Sorbonne in Paris. As meticulously as an investigator, Barzinski searched through the files that he happened to find in an archive, discovering one of the first early Russian feminists, Liza Diakonova. She was ahead of her time and intelligent enough to understand that her reformatory ideas would fail at home in Russia. Her suicide can be read as a courageous but desperate sign to make herself heard. Thanks to this book, we can finally listen. Liv Daniken. This author has not only written a fresh and quite anti-academic biography on Lenin, but also one on Yuri Gagarin, the first man in cosmos. Isn't cosmos trendy nowadays? It's a topic in the cinemas and on the shelves of the major fashion shops. Planetary pajamas, astronaut shirts, NASA jackets. Before cosmetic manufacturers bring the first space-compatible makeup onto the market for space tourists, it would be essential to read how the first astronaut of mankind prepared himself, Yuri Gagarin. Farmer's son, hero number 1 of the Russians' 20th century, first citizen of the universe. And even more important, what happened after he was back to Earth? And what would have happened if not his still mysterious and far too early death? This biography attempts to close all gaps. And herewith, I'm closing this small window of the agency to the virtual publishing world. Thank you.